Hello and welcome back, or welcome. I am Lorna, aka Book Lover Lorna, and we're here to talk all things books. More specifically, how many books did I buy during lockdown? This is not one for my mum, because my mum will be like, Lorna, how many books? So sorry mum, don't watch this one. So what I've learned during lockdown, because I've been on furlough, is that what I do with my days is read, play Animal Crossing, go for long walks, lift weights, exercise, because the gym's closed, I've got to do it at home, and buy books online. So all the books that I've read during lockdown, I still feel that I've read more than what I bought. So, you know, on the scales, we're not so bad, but yeah, I've bought a lot of books, essentially. We've been in lockdown since, middle of March? So April, May, June, just into July. I mean, by the time you watch this, it'll be like the middle of July. But I'm telling you now, I am not allowed to buy a single book in July. It's not allowed. It is not going to be a thing. No books allowed to be purchased in July. People can give me books if they want to. Like, I think my mum's going to buy me a book. That's fine. But I need to stop spending money on books just for a little while. I kind of want to say a 3-month ban, but that also feels like a massive commitment. Like, what if, like, an author brings out a book and I don't realise it's coming out? Maybe just, like, new books. Maybe, like, new releases. But definitely this month, no books. No books in July. I know the only book that I've got on order at the moment is The Book of Two Ways by Jodie Peacock, which is not being released until October, November. So I ordered that one ages ago. So, you know, I mean, imagine if I could go on a book ban until that book came. Yeah, I don't know, but I did put all my books out this week, all the unread ones from my shelf that I did plan to read, because there are some on here that I don't plan to read really, like, you know, my Game of Thrones books. I read the first one and then I would like to be able to try them again, but I don't plan to, kind of thing. It's like, you know, if I've got a lot of free time, aka what I've had in the last 3-4 months, then, you know, probably should have. But I had lots of other books to read. So all the books that I planned to read, 100% are on my bookshelves. I took them off and I think it counted up to something like 60 to 70. And considering that I own 330 odd books, I think it is, I don't think that's awful. Like, I know that 60 to 70 books is a lot of unread books, but in the grand scheme of how many books I have, I don't think that's too bad, because a lot of them I have read already. I know a lot of people have a lot more unread books than I do. So, you know, I'm just, at the end of the day, I'm a book hoarder. I like books. I like collecting books. I like to hoard books. I don't like to give books away, even if I don't like them. I struggle with that, although I do try to. So, you know, at the end of the day, I can't win. I can't win. Well, I would do if I stopped buying books and I just read the ones that I already had. Okay, let's get started then. The books that I have bought during lockdown. There is one, again, which I've said in other videos, is missing, which is The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell, which I've already read and I gave 5 stars. That was one that I bought during lockdown. I just don't have it in this pile right now. So I bought 2 Disney Twisted Tales books, just because when I go to Asda, I can't help but go to the book section, and I didn't realise that these ones were a thing. So I got Straight On Till Morning, What If Wendy Went to Neverland with Captain Hook. So basically, Twisted Tales books are Disney stories, classic Disney stories, with a twist to them. So it's like, what if something else happened? I can't remember what all the other things are, but there's Sleeping Beauty, I'm looking at them, Aladdin, Snow White, what's that, Beauty and the Beast, Mulan, and what's the C one? The Little Mermaid. I've read all of those. So now we've got Peter Pan, One Straight On Till Morning, and so this is Love, which is a Cinderella twisted tale. What if Cinderella never tried on the glass slipper? These are never as Disney as you expect them to be, but some of them are really good. Some of them I get a bit indifferent about, but hopefully these 2 are 2 of the good ones. They're both by, oh no, sorry, one's Elizabeth Lim and one is Liz Braswell. Liz Braswell's I think I prefer usually a little bit more, But we'll see. We'll see. See how I find those. I do apologise if you can hear Shelby, by the way. He's just moving around, the tortoise. Another book that I bought this month is A Family for Beginners by Sarah Morgan. I need to get cracking on reading some of her books because I have quite a few that are unread. So maybe that'll be a challenge for the next couple of months. Maybe me read a few of her books. Yeah, I'm quite looking forward to that one. I think it's quite a recent one of hers. And then I've also bought Queenie, which I will be reading this month in July. As a buddy read with Sophie B Books, so hopefully you really enjoy that. It is Queenie by Candice Carty-Williams. And then I've also purchased, and possibly am I reading it this month? I'm not sure. Why I'm No Longer Talking to White People About Race. Everyone's getting their, their education, learning and understanding at the moment, aren't they? So I'm really looking forward to reading those. I have also purchased The Lives We Touch by Eva Woods. Her first book, How to Be Happy, although I don't know if it's her first book, but just the first book of hers that I found, How to Be Happy, was so good. I loved it so much. So hopefully I love this just as much, because How to Be Happy is in my top 5 favourite books. I feel like I say that for a lot of books. You can only have 5 in your top 5, Lorna. But yes, The Lives We Touch by Eva Woods. And then The Hunting Party by Lucy Foley. Again, another thriller, me branching out into all these thrillers, ooh. And then hardback book-wise, these are 3 books that were released during lockdown. So, couldn't help myself. The first was The Evolution by Tom and Giovanna Fletcher, which is the second book to Eve of Man. I read that one, I really liked it. It's got a big old cliffhanger at the end. And then The Switch by Beth O'Leary, a brilliant book, just as good as The Flat Share, if not better. I can't pick which one I like the most, but I loved The Switch. And then we've got The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which I've not read yet because I want to finish rereading the Hunger Games trilogy, although it's now not a trilogy, is it? So I've still got Mockingjay to read before I can read this one, because it's a big old boy, and I don't think you need to, I've said before, I don't think you need to read them before to read this. I'll soon find out when I read it, won't I? I think it's a bit separate, but anyway, that's a new book that I bought during lockdown as well. Too many books purchased. I also purchased 5 Feet Apart, which I have already read. See, I'm not doing too bad, These ones that I bought during lockdown, I've read a few of them already. 5 Feet Apart by Rachel Lippincott. I think that's what her name is, I'm so sorry. And I mentioned in another video, I've watched the film to this as well. I loved this. It was very heartwarming and crying, you know how it is. And then, as I've got this new Holly Martin obsession, I bought these. So that's good. Yeah, but I've read 2 of them already, so that's fine. I'm on a massive Holly Martin buying spree. Obviously, I'm not allowed to now because I'm on a book ban, which is sad. But, gal's got to stop spending our money on books, and I'm running out of room. So I purchased Cottage on Sunshine Beach, which I've already read. Coming Home to Maple Cottage, which I've already read. Both amazing, both 5 stars. And then the 2 that I haven't read are Spring at Blueberry Bay and Summer at Buttercup Beach. Can you see them? Sorry, I didn't actually check that there was no reflection. And if this one's got these are part of which, does anybody know what trilogy they're part of? I'll find out, shall I? The Hope Island series. So Spring at Blueberry Bay and Summer at Buttercup Beach are part of the Hope Island series. I'm just missing Christmas at Mistletoe Cove. I don't think I have that. No, I don't. And then Coming Home to Maple Cottage and Cottage on Sunshine Beach were part of the Sandcastle Bay series, which went with the Holiday Cottage by the Sea. So I finished the Sandcastle Bay series now. Yeah, so 4 Holly Martin books. Ooh, oops! I did a big oops. So including the book that's not currently here, I've bought 14 books during lockdown, which is, a 3-4 month period. But Did I need to purchase all those books? Well, you know, some might say that it made me happy every time a book came through the post. And I mean, I was living on my own during lockdown, so, you know, take all the thrills that you can get, kids. Please don't, be safe, don't do drugs. But yeah, I will admit that I have a problem. Do I regret anything? No, I don't. I'd buy them all again. Buy them all again in a heartbeat. Now I just need to read them, don't I? So definitely a reading ban for July. It would be good if I could do that into August as well. And just read some of the books that I've already got. That would just be cracking, wouldn't it? Yeah. So sorry, Mum. I hope you've not watched this because you are really going to be like, how many books? Too many books. Although, actually, I don't know if there's such a thing as too many books, to be quite honest with you. So 14 books bought during lockdown did bring me great joy and made me happy every time a book came through the post. And it's been nice getting new books. And obviously some of them, like, I bought because of all the Black Lives Matter and everything that's going on at the moment. And lots of books were posted online to say, these are books that you should read and try. So, you know, a couple of them I wouldn't have bought if I hadn't kind of thought about it consciously. And if I hadn't got a Holly Martin obsession, I'd have an acceptable amount of books purchased here, wouldn't I? I really would. Hey ho, it's fine. I've got so many books to read. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your day. Let me know down below if you purchased books during lockdown and how many or what you've purchased. Can you beat my 14? Have you done worse than me? Please, can someone be worse than me on how many books they've bought during this time? Also, Shelby, be quiet. And that's all from me. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day and happy reading. See you all soon. Bye.